Hi everyone, welcome to Unscripted Coding. Today we're going to talk about Hot Streak, this cute little board game, and how you might take the board game, reviews, and rule books, use an AI, and recreate it as a web app. Now, for those of you who haven't played Hot Streak before, it's a great board game. I don't think that many people have it, but it's really simple, easy to learn, and pretty fun. The rules are pretty simple. You have four mascots just running through a track, and it's basically a race betting game. Now, if I look at this review really quickly by Joel Lee, you can see the racetrack and, of course, your four mascots, and they run through. Um, Really quickly, I am simplifying the rules a little bit to just get the main points. You're playing these cards randomly that will move characters or mascots back and forth. So go forward 3, back 2, move to the latest star, swerve right. You can even turn around and go backwards. The important thing is you're just moving through the track. There are various things like falling off the track or two mascots running into each other, which causes issues. The fun part, of course, is betting. You have a little bit of agency by adding cards of your own to the pile that will affect the likelihood of who wins. If you keep supporting one mascot and putting positive cards, that's good for you. And so you have a little bit of insider information and you are making bets on which mascot will win, but there's also a side bet in which you are betting on certain things occurring. So everybody falls down or two people fall off the track, whatever. Um, that's really all there is. You're just trying to make as much money as possible. There are a variety of rules to kind of make sure the mascots get out of the way. What happens if they both move into the winning spot at the same time? But I thought this was an interesting game to potentially try out and move this into a web app. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't find it, but I tried to do this about 8 or 9 months ago. I think this was Gemini 3. It seems to be, removed from my account at this point. But I tried to create it and it failed. It just had a bunch of mechanics that were broken. It failed to try and recreate the exact field of play. It was not great at taking all these images. But if I'm being honest, it probably got 60-70% of the way so that someone like myself with a bit of elbow grease would be able to take it to the end pretty easily. But today, of course, AI has gotten a lot better, and so I just want to show you really quickly one variant that I've created. This is primarily done with Codex 5.5, but I'll explain the process in just a moment. But I just want to show you here that you're seeing player one draft, or rather make certain bets. So we'll do a risky bet and we'll draft it. This person, whatever. I'm just going to run through and try and get to this as quickly as possible. Now, after you make the bets, each player has cards in their hands that they can add to the pile. And so, again, I'm just randomly adding to the pile here. So now you see what's public, and you have put some private cards in there, and then we're just going to start moving the characters or mascots along the way. And you can see that finally, it's just, there we go. So first place is Mum, second place is Gobbler, third place is Dangle, and fourth place is Hurley. It's just a matter of who made it to the end. This is a fully functional version. Of course, it's not great if you're playing it with a single screen and everyone can see their cards. But how did I get to this point? And I'll show you another variant afterwards. How I got to this point is actually a two-step process. The first one is focusing on what is the strengths of the different models. And here you can see that all I did was ask AI, and this one is Gemini, to go through a YouTube explainer. Now, I have a rule book. It's all right, but I have a rule book as well as YouTube videos. So first thing I did was go through Gemini, I'm pretty sure it was 3.1 Pro, and asked it, review the YouTube video, create a markdown file with the basic rules as you understand it. And here they are. It's a fairly set of simple rules, but you can see that I kept honing this just a little bit. I read through the rules, there were some issues, so I added to it. I noticed that the numbers weren't right, probably because the video didn't show every single card, so I was able to find images of the bets and the values of the bets online in one of the reviews. I also had, of course, the move cards, the side bets, and also the rule book. And in the end, I got a really complete mechanic. The other one is the track itself. It's not clear from the rule book, so that it has to look at the image. This was something that the old version really struggled with. I did not want to put this in manually, and so eventually the markdown file gets more and more detailed as we get through it. And so now I can tell you that looking at this, it has all the right cards. All the cards are accounted for. All the side bets are accounted for. All the bets are accounted for. That means that it's quite accurate to the game. Okay, let me pause here for a moment while I switch to the next variant. Okay, so now I have the next variant. As you can see, this one has an ability to open up a phone room and so other people can join. This is over the internet. Right now it is through localhost, but if I just throw this up on any static page host, it'll work online through Peer.js. That means that you're not paying anything, you don't need any servers. And one of the really cool things is I had this long conversation about how do I want to build this? Do I want a server in the back end? Do I need a database? How do I do this? And ultimately, what I wanted was anyone can host and do whatever they want. And honestly, security doesn't matter so much here. And so I have with me 3 phones here. This is Alice right here, Clark, and Bob. And so they are seeing the hands and their tickets right now. And so I think it is Bob's turn first. So I'm just going to draft. Alice needs to draft next. Let's go risky. This one, risky. Risky, and here let's do a side bet here. And now that everyone's made their bets, they're going to select their cards. And finally this one right here. And so the idea here is that you would have this on the center of the table as a tablet. You see all the public moves, you see what everyone has done on the board, but you also have your own phone to kind of see how things are going. And of course, once again, we're going to go through the different moves. And so this one, I think I went a little bit further and you can kind of see the animations as they go. And let's just wait out this race really quick. Okay, this one is just not ending quickly. There we go. And then we can set up the next race and see what happens next. But I just thought that I wanted to show the difference between 8 or 9 months. Now, am I going to pretend I use the exact same prompts? No. Did I use the exact same information? No. But the struggle 8 or 9 months ago was really quite difficult. There was no way that an AI 100% would be able to recreate this board game, even though it's fairly simple and basic. Now, not only was it able to create it, I basically touched no code here, but it was able to take it one step further and create this online phone room. And I just again, touched no code. I just had these conversations. The one advantage that I really injected into this one is that I was able to find a bit more materials, which is like these images that I shared with the AI. That said, I was not penalizing or talking about the original failure because it didn't have game accurate cards, that the bets weren't accurate. None of that mattered so much. What really mattered was that it could not recreate this. Now, I'm pretty excited to see what the next model is, but now you can create this as long as you have a rule book online of how the game works. Theoretically, a rule book should include all the steps necessary to create it and pull a few images, and you can create a multiplayer over the internet serverless version of a board game. And I don't even have to go that much further. I think very easily I can polish this a little bit further so that these aren't just letters. I can just put some sprites, color this a little more fun, and ready to go. All right, I'm going to stop here, but let me know if you found this video interesting or helpful. But I will be trying to play around with this with some friends soon. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.